Hello, everybody, and welcome back again. Another video, back-to-back videos. Banish the doubt. Tonight, it's June 30th. Tomorrow is July 1st. Tonight, I want to talk to you about and kind of maybe issue a bit of a challenge to you. What I'm about to talk about is simply profound. And what I would like to issue to you is a challenge for you to think about and act upon, not just think about, but act upon what I'm about to talk to you about. Understand this. And for many, many years, I did not understand this. And I'm so fortunate now, so grateful now that I finally understood this profound truth. Two of them, actually. One, you've heard me say this before in previous videos. The one is we never, ever, ever, ever in our life get whatever it is that we want. The girl, the guy, the job, the house, the car, the boat, whatever it may be. We only ever get who we are, who we think we are worthy of. Understand this other profound truth. You are not, underscore, not a victim at all, period, end of statement, of any circumstance in your life. Rather, you are the creator of the circumstances in your life. Some of you may have heard me talk about in previous videos that I came through a battle with cancer. Looking back, it's probably the greatest thing that ever happened to me. You'd say, well, wait a minute, well, how could possibly contracting cancer, being diagnosed with cancer, be the greatest thing? Because it forced me to pivot in my life, course correct, to understand, to start to become somewhat, some may say, obsessive about this inner thinking going on in my mind, in our minds, that did lead me to that point in my life. Now, obviously, I don't wish that on anybody, but looking back now, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me because it forced me to do this. So understand this. I want you to understand these four areas of our life: your money, your mouth, your mood, and your mind. I'm going to talk tonight about our mouth, specifically our thoughts, what we think about, and what comes out here. Quite literally, ladies and gentlemen, what we say here, what comes from here, comes out here, creates our world. The people in our world, the circumstances in our world. Again, we're not victims. We are creating this. Okay? So you create it. Now, I want to talk about. Now, I don't have the board over here because of the light. It's going to reflect onto the board. You're not going to be able to see what I wrote. But I'm going to tell you what's on the board. 4 M's. Our words, our thoughts, our emotions, and our finances. Those four areas are habits. We have habits around all four. We have habits about the words we speak. We have habits about the thoughts that we have. We have habits based on the moods that we carry around, that we are sort of involved in, and we have habits, obviously, of our finances. If we are able, you, I, this is the challenge, are able to get a hold of, become responsible for those four areas, okay, we will create a life far beyond our wildest dreams. Because even the people, and we've seen it, right? You heard about obviously Hollywood, whatever, sports athletes, we look at these people and we glamorize these people. A lot of them don't have these four areas consistently mastered. Actually, studies have shown that 90% of people have at least one of those four areas they're out of whack. Okay? So, I want to start tonight by talking about our thoughts. mastering our thoughts. Because again, the words we speak, quite literally, my friends, are creating the life that we see in front of us. Because remember, you've heard me say this in previous videos. Your life, the people in your life, the circumstances in your life are nothing more than a reflection of the words we speak or the thoughts we have. Okay, this is connected. So, if you're watching this tonight, tomorrow's July 1st, and you're thinking one of those four areas is out of whack, I don't have any money at the end of the month, my relationships, my thoughts about my relationships, my mood can't seem to I'm just always seem to be tired and somewhat lethargic. Um, my thoughts, my words, um, I'm always in arguments with people or I'm always arguing or whatever it may be. And you want to change these four areas. Okay, I'm going to start with the thoughts. So going back to talking about sports athletes, we talk about them and people, Hollywood, whatever. Um, Not having a control or a handle on these four areas would have strained relationships, divorce, right? Financial problems, family problems, a lot of family strife, maybe in-laws, what have you, right? Because this is what ultimately, or this is what society has talked about, right? There for many years, it was the comedian talking about what, take my wife, please, my mother-in-law, whatever it may be. And everybody laughs because most likely people have issues with those people in their lives. I know I have had that, but it comes from here. It comes from here. So we understand. I want to talk about reframing. I'm going to talk to you about um, reframing and redoing your day before you go to sleep, how we can revise the day, how that helps. This is a lot of teachings from Neville. Okay. So poor health, relationships, financial, all that. This is the consequence of not understanding and really learning this stuff. I'm many years out of school, never learned this until now. And again, going back to the cancer diagnosis. Okay. So I would like for you to imagine a little humid here tonight in New Jersey. I would like for you to imagine a world, you're living in this world where your words uplift and inspire. Your thoughts are empowering yourself and others. So uplift and inspire, empower. Your emotions are balanced and your finances are in such a way where you have you have more money than you could ever dream of spending. You couldn't spend it all. Now, for some of you watching this saying this is a little pie in the sky, that's what you're going to get. For some of you who are watching this saying, yes, I understand, this is what I want. This is what I want to learn to embody this self-image. Because remember, we never get what we want. We always get who we are. And who we are is nothing more than um, than beliefs that we have built up since we were literally in the womb. If you heard me talk about in previous videos, from third trimester, our brains turn on to age 7 is when the foundation of our life is established. The foundation of our life, the thoughts, the people who came before us, our role models, what were their relationships like with each other? Okay, we end up embodying this. This is who we are. This is how we learn to live our life, right? Because if they didn't have these four areas mastered, even know about it, then how possibly could we get this? How could we possibly understand this? We can't. Okay, but so what I'm saying is, I would like for you just for a second, or just for this time being in this video, just to suspend your judgment and imagine a world that you're living in, that you create. Remember, we create our world with our thoughts and our words. Words never return void, ladies and gentlemen. Our words we put out to the ether, they don't just go to the ether, they return back to us with astounding accuracy. Our thoughts, deeds, and actions return like a life is like a boomerang. We put out, right? Boomerang comes back. So you suspend your judgment for a little while and just embody this imagination, because imagination is what has created this world. Okay? It's why we have airplanes in the sky these days, right? It's why we can take cruises around the world. It's why we have cars instead of horses. Imagination. People saw things before they were material, physical. They became physical in our world. So this life begins with a decision. So take this journey with me. Take up this challenge. Become obsessed with this, of living this life where just about every moment, because it comes down to this, you are becoming conscious of your thoughts as close to every moment of your life you can. Become conscious and watch. I promise, as you do this, you're going to be astounded by how habitual your unconscious thinking is and has been. So, we all have within us this incredible, awe inspiring, creative power within us. We just don't understand it. The majority of people in the world never understand this, but the sages and the philosophers throughout history, going back to the days of Marcus Aurelius and Chinese thousands of years ago, the ancient Chinese knew this. Okay. Marcus Aurelius talked about, if you have anything external to you that you have a problem with, there is no problem with anything external. It's all in here. It's your opinion of what it is or who it is external to you that you have the problem with. Your problem is with yourself. It's not with that person or that thing. There are no, I want you to underscore this, and if you, when you watch these videos, if you want to stop it and go get a pad and pen, or on your phone, put it in your notes, write these down. Okay, learn to love, understand this, live this. There are zero, unequivocally no justified resentments in your world or in my world. A zero, none, because it's all here. It's who we are. It's our thoughts. It's the words we speak. Nobody is ever mad at anybody outside. Their outside is reflecting back to who you are. I was coming home earlier today, this afternoon, on the highway here in New Jersey. There was a lot of traffic. And as we were sort of meandering and inching our way towards this, I could see the traffic lights. I mean, the lights from the fire engines and the first responders opposite side of the highway. When we arrived, meeting the rest of the cars and myself, at this accident, multiple cars, one singed, absolutely just a shell of the car. Now, am I saying these people brought this upon themselves? No, but I want to just juxtapose this with another story. Some of you may know of Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, Abraham. They were talking about when Esther and her husband, when he was alive, they had the opportunity to go to lunch with, some of you may know the lady Louise Hay. Okay. So they go lunch. Louise picks them up. They get in her Bentley and they're riding there. And they said it was just incredible, this vehicle. It felt like they were riding on air. Okay, but here's the reason I'm saying this. They arrive at the parking lot, and Louise parks her car. Esther sees that car next to her, that Louise, that they had parked too far, too close. I guess they're over the line or whatever. Esther says to Louise, Louise, aren't you a little worried that this person may open the door and hit your car? Here's thoughts, words, okay? Louise Hay says to Esther, no, no, dear, she said, I just assume, thoughts, words, everybody around me is going to appreciate and love my car the same way I do. Some of you may be thinking, oh, that's sort of Pollyannish. That's your story. That's the way you want to live. That's fine. But you see what I'm saying? You understand the story. You understand the message behind that. Louise Hay led her life in a way where everything, she affirmed her life was perfect. Everything worked out well for her. Okay? Two different stories. One car completely singed, another car, Bentley. I just assume everybody's going to appreciate and take care of or live responsibly enough around me. Does it mean she lived every second of her life like that? Probably not. But this is what I'm talking about. The words we speak, the thoughts. Learn to live like this. Learn to operate yourself in moment to moment, your life. Learn to be able to summon this energy because this energy is within us. This power resides within you and I. There is no difference between the billionaires out there and us right now sitting here. They were once like us sitting here, deciding to put forth the energy and the effort in order to become what they have become, billionaires. But understand the belief that it was possible existed first. The vision, the imagination, they saw themselves, maybe not as a billionaire, but as a six-figure income person or a seven-figure income person. It could be no other way. They had belief, okay, who they were, who they saw themselves as. This is what I'm talking about. So the great mystics and sages throughout the ages knew this. This is what they've been teaching. These fundamental truths have been around for thousands of years. Okay, so your words, my words. Again, we want to underscore. They don't just go out into the ether and disappear. They are pulsating vibrations that go out to the world. Okay, they create the very circumstances of our life. This is what I'm saying. You create the circumstance. Nobody else. There's no responsibility on anybody else. You're doing it. So this is where the challenge comes. If you can take from this video on for the next month, I'm going to give myself a month. I'm going to go to bed tonight. I'm going to revise my day. Anywhere that you can remember saying something, acting a certain way, revise it to where it was profitable, positive, whatever it may be. Change the words around if you have to. We literally can change our past and our future. By declaring right now, you are no longer the person who thinks this way or speaks this way, because we change in every single moment. This is where in the Bible it says, I die daily, which is what it meant. I die like a snake shedding its skin. I'm shedding this skin. I'm no longer that person, that guy, or that girl. If you're in a relationship and you find yourself maybe in a codependent relationship or an abusive relationship, could be physical, could be emotional, whatever. It's abusive. It's toxic. See yourself, tell yourself, speak it into existence that you are healthy, that you are now in a healthy relationship with yourself, and you are now attracting the person to your life, the guy or the girl, who is equally as healthy as you are, who has no longer, who no longer is that person who puts up with that stuff. If you need help doing that, by all means, go get help doing that. Same thing with addictions. If you have addictions to substance and you're watching this, you need help, by all means, go get the help. If you would like to have me coach you, let me know in the comments below. I will be providing that soon on my channel here. So I want you to do this. I want you to consider the last time you had said anything negative about yourself or your circumstances. I can't afford that. I never have enough money. I never win. Things like this always happen to me. Now I want you to take for a second and just reflect on what took place after that. Okay, what are the events that took place after that? This is no accident, okay? This is no mere coincidence. This is what happens. We speak that into our existence. It can be no other way. So we start to change our thinking. We start to change our words. And I'm going to be going on making more videos, probably, hopefully this week and definitely by next weekend, to expand on this, to move on to the next area of this. So it's our mouth, our thoughts, okay? And then we're going to start talking about our moods and our mind, what we think about. So tonight is about the words we speak. What are the words you're speaking? Who are you around? Listen, this is something else that's very, very important. As you're watching this video, start to take stock, if you will, into who are the people in your life? Who do you surround yourself with? How do they speak? You're going to find oftentimes many of the people in your sort of inner circle, if you will, speak exactly the same way you do. Okay, now you may have heard me speak last night, the last video, that involved in a sales with a company, and it's more like a call center type. And I was there today for a couple of hours, and a young boy who was there, I think he's maybe only 20 years old. He has a very aggressive, very rough exterior to him, and his words he talks, speaks, right? Very abrasive, very rough. Yet that's what, and he's on the phone talking to people, and many times he's on the phone, and you would think that they're very nice and relaxed and easy conversations, right? No, of course not. They're more of this. They're more because that's who he is attracting to him. It could be no other way. And I told him, I said, the conversations you're in, you're wrestling with people. And then he tried to justify that. And I said, but that's not a coincidence. What do you mean? I said, it's not a coincidence. You're attracting that to you. If you don't like it, or so if you do like it, then fine, then be like, and there's a part of him that likes that because it gets a lot of attention. But understand, I'm not going to, I don't try to coach anybody who doesn't want coaching. But I just want to try to test the waters and see what his reaction would be. And pretty much what I expected to be a lot of resistance, a lot of this, because that's what his life is about. He also smokes, not surprising, drinks and what have you. But he's a young guy and he's very much full with this ego. But my message here for you watching this is that this is where your life is. If there's a lot of negativity, it's sort of like a cyclical, okay? Or like your hamster in a wheel. You just keep running and the same wheel keeps spinning. You keep getting the same thing. So this is the message tonight. Become conscious of the words we speak. So tonight, until the next time I make another video, focus on the words you speak. If you don't like what's going on in your life, change your thinking and the words you speak. Become softer. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself that you are worthy of success, that you are worthy of the relationship. You are worthy of having a life that's sober. You are worthy of the job maybe that you want or the promotion at your job. You are worthy, okay, of starting your own business, writing the book, whatever it may be, getting it, starting a band, whatever it may be. You are worthy. Start telling yourself that. Start telling yourself that you are in a harmonious relationship with yourself and with others, that the people surrounding you are of like mind. This is how we start to change. This is how we start to create this life of abundance, of ease, this life where we put forth the effort, and the effort starts with this, okay, here, with ourself, with our mind. This is how we start this. This is the first step in a multi-step process that I'm going to sort of tie together here over the next couple of weeks with these 4 M's. Today was mouth. Next week's going to be mind. Okay? So this is it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I absolutely 100% appreciate each and every one of you. Again, like I mentioned last night, I'm going to be introducing coaching here to this channel. So if anybody here would like to have some coaching, just let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know as well in the comment section how this video and maybe other videos have helped you. What are you getting from these videos? Or maybe something that you're starting to see take place in your life. I will be answering as much as I can, as many of your questions as I can. I know there's a lot of them, but I will be getting to them. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you receive all my videos. Go back into my library and watch my videos. Comment down below, let me know. Share these videos, because the more people that see these videos, more people like myself and others, maybe yourself, start to understand this stuff and see it maybe for the first time, we start to heal the world. One video, one thought, one word at a time. God bless. Thank you so much, and I'll see you the next time.